Okay, I thought this might be easier for hot tub instructions than actually reading through it. So, you want to use the hot tub. Cool, have fun. You need to unbuckle these, you just press in on them. There are 4 of these, 2 that are next to the stairs. This thing folds back. You just kind of pick it up, folds over. There are 2 more of these little guys, you just press in. One of them likes to stick. This one likes to stick. So I'm like, that's not really jamming in there. Anyway, you just kind of got to monkey with it a little bit. There we go. And then you just kind of pull this, pull it, and the cover goes inside of that. All right. Cool. Now you're ready to play. So you come over to the hot tub. Let's look at the controls. When you open it, the jet could be on low. It circulates on low pretty constantly. Well, not constantly, throughout the day, just to run water through the filter, keep it clean. You can move the temperature up. You can move the temperature down. This is a couple of degrees above body temperature, so it's pretty warm. It'll let you go up to 104. Whatever you set it up to, it'll take it up to that temp, and then it'll hold it there. So you don't really have to go back and forth. Just if you like it warmer than this, feel free to turn it up. I wouldn't turn it below 98, otherwise you're going to feel cool this time of year. So all you really have to do in terms of buttons, there's a lights button. It turns on lights inside of it. If you like that, then you can turn it on. Just hit the button, it'll turn on the lights. And the jets button. Those are really the only 2 things that you have to worry about. Temperature if you need it, lights, and jets. The jets button, if you hit it once, it puts the jets on low. And you really can't hear too much, but the jets are on low. Now when you turn on the jets, it's just circulating water. When you're in there, you like that nice bubbly jetty action. You take these guys, there's 3 of these little knobs, they're on the top, and you take the lighter gray part and you turn it in the direction that says on, and then the jets that are closest to this start involving air and they kind of get a little bit more bubbly. Now low circulation isn't what most people want when they want to be in the hot tub. They usually like it on high. So when you hit it once, it goes on low. You hit it twice, and then it's on high. And then you can go around and turn on all 3 of these, and it gets more and more bubbly. There's another one over there. It just works the same way. When you are done, you need to close this. You want to make sure you close them, and this is just like finger tight, so you just kind of until it stops. There we go. So you want to make sure you close all the air bubbles. If this runs with the air bubbles on, it struggles to keep the temperature low. Keep the temperature hot, so it makes the heater run all the time. Anyway, that's what it looks like when the bubbles are off. And then you can hit jets a 3rd time, and it turns off. Now, pretty commonly, let's look at this right now. It's 101. All right. So there's nothing on here except for the little jets button. Hit the jets again, and the jets stopped. Sometimes you hit the jets a 3rd time, and it goes back down to low. When that happens, you're good. There's nothing for you to do. It's just running like a heat cycle or a circulation cycle, and it'll finish turning off low when you need to. All you need to do is make sure the little valves are closed so it's not squirting any air. There is one thing that will always have air bubbles. There'll be some air bubbles right there. You can't ever stop those from happening. So, yeah, that would be, there you go, bubble, bubble. That's just part of it. That's normal. Nothing for you to worry about. All right, so you use the hot tub. Once a week, you need to put shock in it. So it's just a chlorination that you do once a week. So what I would say is when you're done using the hot tub the last time that day, and I do this on Fridays. I did it the Friday before you came. So every Friday after you're 7 days in, I preload these little kind of Tupperware things, and there's just the right amount of chlorine. So you open that up and you just kind of sprinkle it around. Don't put it all in one spot. Just sprinkle it around while the jets are on high, and at least one of them has the air valves open so that it's mixing it around and breaking it down. When you put that chlorine in, you need to let it run like this for about 10 minutes minimum before you close it. You can run it longer than 10 minutes, that's no problem. You could run it up to a whole hour, and that wouldn't really be that big of a deal. But it needs to be 10 minutes minimum. So a lot of times when I'm done with the hot tub, I took the jets on high, I put the air on, I sprinkle the chlorine in, and then I go and, I don't know, if I want to take a shower and rinse off the chlorine, I'll go do that, whatever. Come back in 15 or 20 minutes, whenever it's convenient. And then when you come back, turn the jets on low. I forgot to turn that off, so turn that off so there's no bubbles. And then it's just the reverse. You just put it up, close it, and unfold it again, and you're good. Anyway, that's 5 minutes on how to use the hot tub. Only buttons you probably ever need to worry about: temperature up and down. That turns on and off the lights. Let's see if we can see the lights. Nah, it's too bright out. You can't really see them. Okay. And the jets. If you hit the mode button, you don't really need to, but you'd have to hit it for like, there you go. It turns it off. You don't want to do that, so hit it again so that it turns back on. So if you hit the mode button and it turns it off, just hit the mode button again. It'll turn back on. And when I did, it restarted a circulation cycle to clean. So the pumps are going again, but it'll turn off eventually. Anyway, I'm going to close up the hot tub. That was your instructions.